A confident and well-dressed group of 76ers making their way to the locker room earlier on, looking for success on their home court. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Tatum, then it's Holiday, and it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, George is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. And the Stars are in full force tonight, Greg. One of the marquee matchups the NBA has to offer.
And games like this are what it's all about. You can feel the atmosphere change. And Kevin, no matter what, fans and pundits will be talking about this game tomorrow.
Now, here's Maxey. From deep, George. They get it again.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Here's Holiday. Now White. Pass to Cornette. Second shot opportunity. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Al Horford. He's checked in for the Celtics.
Al Horford.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first. And George kicks to Drummond. Back to George. Pass to Embiid.
How do you avoid fouling Embiid inside the paint? It's nearly impossible. The man is a monster.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And Embiid is, no question, one of the best players in the game. Just a versatile big man who wants to win multiple championships.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Tatum against Drummond. The 3. And another miss by Boston. It's good! He did it!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 7-point differential on the floor for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Horford, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer. For a time, the richest in NBA history.
And you gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
And he knocks down the first one.
surely one of the top players in the NBA, but Jaylen Brown has many other interests outside of basketball.
Yeah, he likes to keep those brain muscles just as in shape as he is. He spends a lot of time playing piano, chess, doing yoga, and reading to keep himself sharp.
Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Celtics also making a change. Tillman's checked in, and Brown drops them both. Oh, Richard, the Celtics, an excellent defensive team. Very disciplined.
Yeah, you don't see them gamble for a lot of steals. They do a great job of just staying connected and challenging shots without fouling.
Outside, Horford. Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Off target from three-point range.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Brown inside the line. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on the defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 5. Kenny, what was your impression?
They've run this offense seamlessly. Each guy seems to understand his role. They're making smart decisions with the basketball, and I can give a shout out to the playmakers. This team's success is because of you, brother.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Right now, they're playing well only on one end of the court. All their energy has been spent on the offensive end. And that's a change. They're just going to keep giving up easy buckets, and the game's going to get away from them.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Boston with the ball, trailing by 5. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's White. 4 on the clock. Cornette passes to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's White, and the rejection by Embiid.
Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Robust move inside by Joel Embiid.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
The 3 from Tatum. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Philadelphia. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. On the floor for Boston, they've got Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. Vader on the way. Here's Drummond. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Tatum. Buries it from three-point range.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it. Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 12. 23 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now, here's Lowry. So the 76ers win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.